You're the bomb, baby. Awesome. All right, well, welcome to our call this morning. We have such exciting things happening in ARIIX, New Age ARIIX. It is just phenomenal. Every week, something new is coming out to share that we can share with our guests and we can share with you. And so I'm really, really excited about our future. And we're going to share our future with you just in a little bit. But I do want to go ahead and get started with our guests, because the two guests that I have, one is on my team and one is not on my team. And what I mean by that is we're not upline, downline. If Anthony is cross-line from me, so he works on another team and doesn't make any money from me. I don't make any money from him, but we all help each other. And I love that, because this is what this business is about. It's about community. And there's so many people that are looking for a community to work with, to live life with, to interact with, to get help from. And so Michelle is on my downline and Anthony is on my cross line. And so they work so well together. They actually do trainings every week for their teams and for everybody else. And oh my gosh, they are dynamic together. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And I'm just going to introduce, I'm going to have Michelle go first, because I know that Anthony always says ladies go first. So here we go. I'm going to introduce this amazing woman. And I picked out a couple of pictures of her that I love, because this just tells who she is. So this is one of my, let's see, she's been in probably since January. And Michelle and I met kind of by happenstance, but you know that nothing is a mistake ever. And I knew that God had a plan. And so when I met Michelle, she was actually purchasing a piece of furniture from me. She came down, she drove an hour down to my house, looked at the furniture. She wasn't overly friendly, in a sense of, she wasn't like, like she is now, vivacious and loves everybody and all that. She was a little reserved because she didn't know me. She had her family with her, these two beautiful children, Briley and Grayson, and they are such fun kids. And she does have a husband here, but he is a first responder, so I don't like to show his picture all the time, because we have to protect our friends and our people right now, and that's a sad story. But she has such an amazing family. She's an incredible businesswoman. So she has another business, and she is a photographer for new moms. She takes photographs of pregnant women, the most amazing, and you might even get to see some of those on the back of her wall when you see her. And then she also does some boudoir pictures. But she's an incredible businesswoman. She's very bright and brilliant, and she is very vivacious and fun, and everyone loves Michelle. She's an incredible leader. And so I want to introduce you to my friend and promoter, Michelle Blanchard. Are you there, Michelle? She's trying to unmute. Oh, it's me.
Can you hear me now?
You're doing everything.
I think I'm unmuted. Am I unmuted?
Yes, you are unmuted, girl.
Awesome. Good morning.
Yeah, so hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're sharing your story today. And I want you to just share your story, what you see as a vision, what you see coming, why you came onto this amazing opportunity, and why you love building in community in this business.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for inviting me on this morning. Could you take my picture down so I can see all of the beautiful faces, other than, my beautiful babies? I love to look at them, but I would love to see all of the faces of our wonderful teams and guests this morning. So good morning. My name is Michelle Blanchard, and I am in Aurora, Colorado. As Robin mentioned, I am a business owner. have run my own portrait photography studio for almost 10 years. It'll actually be 10 years the end of this month. And I work by myself in my personal business with that. So occasionally I will bring in a second photographer if I'm doing weddings, or an assistant if I'm doing particular kinds of sessions. But for the most part, I work by myself. And so what that means is I am the marketing department. I am the HR. I do the payroll. I do the website. I do the SEO. I do the social media. I have to go to the networking events. I have to be continually doing all of those things if I want to be generating an income and bringing in clientele. And I love what I do. I love being able to capture memories for people that become family legacy and heirlooms that they can pass down. And I love being able to freeze moments in time, you know, with little bitty ones. You might be able to see some of them up here on the wall behind me. Those are beautiful moments that we capture and we freeze in time that people get to look back on. And so I love those personal interactions, being able to connect with my clients and create things that they really value. The challenge that I find is that that's very one-on-one, and I do it one at a time. And I love being able to make a positive difference in people's lives and to impact them for the good. And I love my photography business and doing that, but it's limited to the person who's in front of me at that time, being able to do that. And as a traditional business owner, particularly what they call a solopreneur, when you're really doing it by yourself, it's a lot of work, so much work. And what that did is it ended up getting me to a place where I was tired all the time. I was stressed. I was struggling to manage all of the different things, family and kids and my business and my husband's career and all of that. And so that was about the time that ARIIX came into my life, was in January this past year. And really I got connected because I was tired and I was struggling to manage and keep everything going. And so I just wanted to feel better. And then I realized what a difference it made for me, in my body personally. So I experienced a massive reduction in my brain fog, big pickup in my energy, where I'm not falling asleep putting my kids to bed anymore. I have what it takes to get through my day, where I'm, it's not like I'm the Energizer Bunny bouncing off the walls, but I have what it takes, to get up in the morning and get kids to school and then run my business and do all of the life things, right? We all have life things. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's overwhelming. And so all of a sudden I'm finding I can do this now to a level that I wasn't feeling successful doing before. And what a blessing to be able to share that with other people. Like, I saw the opportunity with ARIIX to be able to share with others, to be able to impart to them the opportunity to experience the same kind of physical transformation, and so many other types. Like, we see people lose massive amounts of weight. We see people experience relief from things that they've suffered with for many years. My mom and my grandma both have had their thyroid medications cut by over 30%. I experience, it's huge. It's a huge difference for them. And, I've experienced a reduction in inflammation and pain in my hips from an issue I was born with as a child. And so to be able to extend that to people is beautiful. And I love that. And this allows me to do that, to impact lives on a much bigger scale because of what ARIIX is. And the thing that I discovered as I began to get going and to begin building a team and deciding, you know what, I really want to do this, I want to help people, was all of a sudden, I was not a solopreneur anymore. I have a team. I have people all around me, whether they're upline or crossline, or they're like not even connected to me through the business lines. They began to come alongside me and to help me succeed, to be right. Like we like to say, we link arms together and we do this together. It's a team atmosphere where I have my business and they have their business, but we all do it together and help each other. And it's amazing to see the growth that happens, both personal, because we begin to build relationships and connections. And as someone who has done my own business by myself for so long, I cannot even tell you how refreshing that is to have. All of a sudden, I have all these resources, these other perspectives, these other people. And when I'm struggling with something, I can reach out. I have a lot of people who I can reach out and say, I need help with this, or I'm really struggling with this, or I could use some encouragement here. And they're there. They will pick up the phone and help. And I just love that about being able to have community and relationships and grow businesses alongside other people who want to build others up. So that's what I see and what I love, and why I choose to build ARIIX with you guys.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And you know, you are a community person. You are a servant-driven leader. I love that. And you know, when you can raise other people up, that helps them to succeed, and then you succeed as well. And that's the nature of this business. I absolutely love that. And Michelle, you were at first, you just started using the products, right? You started wanting to have a result yourself. And then when you started having a result, which you did pretty quickly, then you saw the bigger picture. And so when we crossed over, when we merged, when we originally joined, we were with a company called Limu. Now Limu is in the house of brands in ARIIX. And so when we were getting ready to cross over, Michelle caught a vision. And she caught a vision because in Limu, we had a bonus. We had a big bonus that we could earn enough money as a bonus to pay for a car payment. And then we had an extra bonus at that time. And so Michelle put on the gas, and she started helping more people, and she started helping people transform their lives. And she was the last one in our company. There was two. She was the last one in our company at Limu that actually crossed over, winning that bonus in the Limu BMW Club. And so we're so proud of you, Michelle, and everything that you're doing. And I love, love, love that you help anybody who wants to be helped. And so thank you so much for sharing your story and your inspiration with us today. And I'm going to introduce my brother from another mother. And I'm telling you, talk about servant leadership. This guy serves and serves and serves. And I am so grateful for him. So he actually joined our company about 9 years ago. And I didn't really get to meet him until probably 5 years ago when I joined. And he has been such an inspiration to me. He doesn't live in the same city. We don't get to see each other very often, except for on our Zooms. And I'll tell you what, I've never seen anybody serve more than I've seen you serve, Anthony. And I'm so very proud to have you here and share your story, because you do have an incredible story. And I know that you also love community. And so I put this picture of team up here because look at you. You wanted everybody in the picture. And we had such a great time at this event. But please help me welcome everyone. Our ARIIX, New Age ARIIX Director, Anthony Moreland. Welcome, Anthony.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, and I'll take your picture down in just a minute.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, first of all, I want you to thank the person that invited you to come hear about this. Either you're watching it live or watching the recording. Thank your friend or family member for asking you to come check this out. Because if you're just like me and you're just like most people that check this out, you're going to get excited, you're going to get started, and you're going to have a tremendous journey with this. Like Miss Robin said, I started 9 years ago, you guys. I was a college student, 21 years old. I was in college working 2 jobs, a double major. I was computer science and business administration.
Wow.
And I remember the day I had a couple of teammates, one of them a good friend of mine, Justin Martin, and another good friend of mine that was on the track team. And they asked me to come hear about something. And I said, okay, what is it? And They asked me to come by their house. We sat down late at night. It was like 11 something at night. So if anybody ever tries to share with you at 11 something at night, I advise you to take a look. It was 11 o'clock at night, you guys. And I heard everything Justin was talking about. And like Robin said, the BMW, he had qualified. When I just talked to Justin, he was, just finishing up college, working at a factory, making 70 hours a week. For me, I was in his position. I was in college. I was working 2 jobs. I was spending hours and hours away from my family. I didn't get to go home on vacations or anything just because I was working and going to school and running track. Busy. How many people do we know that are busy? I was a busy person. I was one of those busy people. Or so I thought. I was just in the wrong vehicle. But Justin shared everything with me. He shared with me some of the products. And I said, Justin, if half of what you're telling me is true about those products, that'll be a blessing for my family. At that moment, I wasn't dealing with any health issues or anything. But I did have family members. I thought about people that could use the products. That may be you. Then I also looked at the financial side. And I told Justin, I said, man, I like making money, man. That's why I'm working 2 jobs. But even though I was working 2 jobs, I still had more money than I had money. I remember telling Justin, I said, man, if half of those numbers you're telling me are true, I'm all in with you. Let's get started. And I got started that Friday because I didn't have all the money. I didn't have all the money, you guys, and I still got started. I'm not telling you to do what I did, but hey, DirecTV got a call, AT&T got a call, and I got 2 weeks extensions to get started with this. I didn't have the money. So if you don't have the money, I didn't have the money either. I got started, you guys. And about 2.5 weeks in, I had made the money back that I had bought for this little sample box of product that I got to try for myself. I didn't have to go hound anybody down at Walmart or Walgreens or anything like that and try to sell it like Girl Scout cookies. I just simply shared it. I called up my grandmother. I had me and my friends, we drove down one weekend to Dallas, and I shared with family members. I had 3 friends, family members that got started on the products. I also had friends on the track team that said, hey, I want to make a little extra money. And so we got started, you guys. We didn't never done nothing like this. And 2.5 months in, I was making enough money to pay for my car note and also pay for all my bills as a college student. I no longer at that moment had to call my grandfather for help. And that was big. I had just turned 22. It was a big thing for me. And I said, man, how many more people can I help? Because I know it was people out there that were just like me, or maybe in worse situations. If you think you're in a bad situation, trust me, there's always somebody out there going through something worse. And so that was me. I was like, okay, I got this. And I kept sharing and kept sharing. And what I'm more thankful for is how many people I've been able to help do the same thing I did. Not what I accomplished, but that's the great thing about this business. You want to make a lot of money? Well, we're in the business of helping people. And so I continued to help people where I finished off college. And instead of having to rush to go find a job or anything of that nature, as the products was also helping me out on the track as well, you guys, it was absolutely amazing. Just if you're an athlete or you know of any athletes, these products are second to none. I highly suggest you get on them and start using them while you're working out. But when I finished college, my dream job, you guys, was Apple. I fast forward a little bit, and it took Apple 4 years, you guys, to give me a call. Had I not had this opportunity, I don't knock any job. But I didn't go to school and put myself in $100,000 worth of debt to go work at a warehouse, to work at Walmart, Walgreens. I watched lots of friends do that. But since I had this opportunity and I built it up, by the time I finished up school, I didn't have to do that. I was able to work for myself and keep on going. But when Apple called, I took the job. You guys, I thought that was it. I thought that was the golden ticket. And I came to find out, you guys, Apple was just like any other job. They told me when I had to come to work. They told me when I could take a break. They told me how many off days I had. And then, so I'm just up in there, even though I'm still a happy person, I'm still the same person I was there. I was always helping people, coming in early, staying late. I was doing everything possible to try to, help out. But what I realized was they were still pretty much going to do what they wanted to do. And then life hits you guys. I remember getting the phone call and saying my grandmother was in the hospital because she had a stroke.
Mm.
And I also remember the text message group that I have with my family. And I remember family members in there like, wow, it's your turn to help out. It's your turn. You know, they pretty much arguing. And come to find out, they were really arguing because, one, they couldn't afford to take off of work. Two, they didn't have the time to take off of work.
Mm.
But for me, I was still generating a residual income from Limu where even if I took off of work, I would be okay. That plan B thing that I started on the side, it was actually doing very great. It was still growing even though I wasn't always there all the time. But then I was like, well, okay, well, I'll just call you guys. Y'all stop arguing. I'll do it. I'll call Apple. I'll call my supervisor. You know, we'll get this taken care of. I get 2-3 weeks off, and I'll take care of grandma. Y'all don't worry about it. And I remember my supervisor telling me, no, we can't do that. We can give you about 3-4 days, you know, a week at the most. And I'm like, no, I need longer than that. My grandmother she's not feeling well. She needs me. How many people in your life need you? And so at that moment, I said, you know what? It took me about 5 minutes to make my decision. I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 weeks notice in because at that moment, I never, ever wanted anybody to tell me when I couldn't take off of work to help out somebody I love and cared about.
Mm-hmm.
And you may be in that position. Or you may know somebody in that position. And this opportunity would truly, truly bless you and help you out. And the thing is, I've been in 9 years, and I think I'm more excited now than I was when I first got started, you guys. And the reason why is because of opportunity. I see Mr. Gavin on here. He's from South Africa. We get to change lives all over the world.
Yes.
And not just in the United States. It's so exciting. And you get to be a part owner of the company if you want to and take some dabs at the stock market. You know, it's a lot of opportunity here. And Robin's going to share that with you guys. And I just hope that you have an open mind. Think of your friends that are like Michelle. Think of your friends that are like Robin. Think of your friends that are like myself. And think about them when you're hearing about this. And grab the recording and send it to them and share it with them. Say, hey, I really thought about you because this can truly change your life. And I promise you it will. Hey, I'm Anthony Moreland. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I am New Age ARIIX.
Oh my gosh, Anthony, I just love your story and thank you so much for sharing. I love also that you help so many people and you didn't do this by yourself. Like Justin Martin was there to help you and so many other people were there to help you, especially when you're in a time of need. Like when your grandmother was sick, you know, Apple didn't help you. Those people didn't help you. Your family needed you, obviously. And when you can reach out to other people and you can help them, and then when you are in need, we have a community of people we can link arms with. And I just want to say, your story is always amazing. You're a super athlete, and I know that the products really helped you. And so if any of you know an athlete or somebody who's looking or needs a little bit of time off of their job, this might be an answer for them. You know, and so I'm going to go ahead and just share some facts. And so thank you so much, Anthony. Big kisses to you. And I want to say I'm looking here at my friend Gavin, who were just met today on this Zoom from South Africa. And I think you're drinking some limu juice, aren't you? Are you drinking limu? It looks like you were drinking some limu. I know you can't talk back, but I just thought, wow, I love that we can share with people all around the world. And it's such an amazing opportunity to be able to reach out to somebody. And you know, we don't have to go meet people in South Africa. We can meet people here that know people there, like my good friend Erica. And that's how Gavin got to be on this Zoom, because my good friend Erica is from South Africa and she shared with her family back home, and she's actually opening an entire continent, and I love that. So thank you for joining us, Gavin, and anybody else, all of our Canadian friends. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen for anybody who is a guest here, and I'm going to share with you all just what we do, what we love. And so welcome to a new age. Welcome to ARIIX. We love, love, love that we have lots of different products and opportunities available for anybody who has a need. It doesn't matter what your need is. Michelle, I was just looking at our pictures from your first party, your first event that you had at your house. And wow, your face is so much thinner. Michelle has lost 15 pounds. And we do help people look better, feel better, and live better. And I love that. I love that we have that opportunity. Because, you know, if you don't feel good, you don't do good. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. If you don't feel good, it doesn't matter, right? So if you're like most people, you might want to reduce inflammation. You might want to have better sleep or more energy. And you might just need a community of people. You might just need a family outside of your family. And so I want to encourage you to tune up your ears and just listen in and see what we have for you, that you might find some little pocket of your life that you could fit this into. And so these are just some pictures of me. I'm not going to go into a big story about myself because of time's sake, but I will say this. I was a business owner. I was the same as Michelle. I'm an artist, so I create these wearable art for boots, and I was the maker, I was the marketer, I was the one out schlepping the stuff out at the events and selling it. Oh my gosh, that was hard work. And then I became a bartender because I needed some fast cash because of a crisis we had in our family. And when Limu came into my life, it changed my life forever. Not just the products, I needed that product benefit, but the community of people. It changed my family. And so if you know somebody that needs a little bit of help, whether it's a couple $100 a month or a couple $1,000 or even several thousands, this is a great opportunity for them to look at. And what we do is we share transformations. So our transformational stories are so incredible because pictures speak 1,000 words. And this is my friend, Dr. Crystal Vance. I've known her for about 20 years. The picture on the top is the one that's how I met her. And you can tell, had a lot of inflammation in her body. She was overweight, but she was busy, working. And she was seeing a patient every 7 minutes. Every 7 minutes, she was seeing a patient. Can you imagine the stress on her body that was going through as a chiropractor? And so when I introduced her to this company, she really didn't jump on real quick. She wasn't all excited. She didn't say, okay, I'm all in. She just said, okay, I'll take a look. And you know, I was giving her a health benefit. I wanted a health benefit for her because I knew that she had an issue in her body. And I knew that she needed help with that. And for me to introduce something as a doctor, she was a doctor, I thought that was pretty amazing that she actually listened. And you know, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You just can't. And so she's had an amazing transformation. She has retired her chiropractic business now, and she does New Age ARIIX full-time. This is my beautiful friend, Erica, that I told you about. And right now, this is actually out of date. She's lost 25 pounds. And that's incredible. This dress right here, this black dress, this is her mother's dress from the 1950s. And she brought it over here to America with her. And she was never able to fit into it. And now look at her. She's so beautiful. And she's opening a new country, a new continent. And we have lots and lots of new South African friends. And I cannot wait to come see you all in January. So this is my friend Craig Tommenini. He's lost about 161 pounds as of right now. But his real issue was not necessarily that he was overweight. It was a part of it. But his blood pressure was so high that he was really in danger of having a stroke at any moment. And so his doctor put him on blood pressure medication, and then he was so lethargic, he couldn't even function well. So he contacted his good friend, Betsy, and she's on this call today, and she had something in her hand. She had a health benefit that could change his life forever, and it did. And now he's not only lost 161 pounds, His blood pressure is normal. He's not on meds, but he's also just two rank advanced in the last 2 weeks. And he is on his way to the top. He has made a lot of money in this company, and he's very friendly, and you'll love him when you get to meet him. But we have so many stories, you guys. This is what we do. You know, facts tell and stories sell. And we want to sell you our story of transformation. Look, you might need a health benefit in your skin. We have the most amazing, we just launched Lucium. Lucium is a combination of our 2 other skincare lines that we took the best of the best, and we added science and all kinds of wonderful things, 17 patents on this skincare product. But look what it did for my friend Juanita. It actually took a devastating scar from her face and changed it into normal looking skin. People with acne, we have weight loss transformations, we have blood pressure, all kinds of things. Vince here, he is on my call as well. And Vince has lost 83 pounds. And wow, he's able to walk around. He was having a hard time walking before, and he was able to change his health just by drinking some healthy products. Top of the line. These are some other transformations. You know, you might not need to lose weight. You might just need to feel a little bit better in a general health sense. But we have a 360-degree approach, and we do that not just with our products, but like I talked about earlier, in a community of people that are willing and able to help serve you, link arms with you, become your second family, and also with a company with the opportunity that you may never have had before. Now, I talked to a guy the other day, and he was telling me that, you know, he was basically given a business in a box and said, hey, hope you're doing good, hope you have success. And that is not what we do. We link arms with you, and we do it with you until you are confident enough to do it on your own. And then you'll be linking arms with other people. So ARIIX is a house of brands. I love this. We have a Nutrify supplement line that is the highest quality. Did you know that our facility that produces our Nutrify supplements is an FDA approved, over-the-counter approved facility? So we have much higher requirements of testing, and at every stage in the game we test. So we have a weight management system where a lot of these people have lost huge amounts of weight. When we were just at our convention, there was, I think, 35 people that had lost over 100 pounds. Now that's a whole person. That's a lot of weight. We also have clean energy. We have super nutrient limu-based or super nutrient-based fucoidin limu products. That these are cellular feeding liquids that actually will change your cellular structure to healthy. Now, we don't claim to heal, mitigate, or heal anything. This is what we do with what we have, how we were before and how we are now after. We have clean air, clean water, essential oils, like I said, skincare, and even basic products that you already use today, like hopefully shampoo, toothpaste. These products you can buy from your own store, and why not make a little bit of money as you go along the way? This is Lucium. This is the skincare line that I was talking about, where you have a nighttime and a daytime defense against the elements of life, all the elements of the world, the chemicals, the smoke, the pollution, the things that we punish our skin with. And it's a great protection. We just launched this incredible probiotics. Oh my gosh, this is such an amazing product. I've already noticed a difference, and I've only been taking it a week. It supports your healthy immune function. It supports oral health, reduces bloat. It feeds your body with 15 robust probiotic strains. This is, you know, that gut health is one of the most important things that you can do for your health, because your gut is your second brain. That is where everything else functions from your body. So we help people to redirect their spending, things they're already buying. You know, you're already buying clean, you're already buying coffee, you're buying things to help you feel better, you're buying products for your hair and your skin, and all these supplements that maybe you're purchasing from Amazon or you're purchasing them from a health food store. Why not redirect that, take that money and put it into your own home-based business, help a few people, make some money on it to help pay for your own products, because these are one-of-a-kind products with high impact and they're high in demand. Like in the health and wellness industry, you guys know this, it's a $4.2 trillion industry. And we have Limu and we have Nutrify products that are gonna help you with that, or help your friends. You know, you can always be looking. We have energy drinks. This is a $55 billion industry. Who would have thunk it, that you could have liquid energy in a can that makes you feel like a rock star without feeling and acting like a monster, right? We want to give you clean products. This is a huge industry, especially with young people, because they're constantly having to feed something to their body to make them feel better and get more energy. Weight loss, you guys already know this, $204 billion industry. We have 2 different lines that help with weight loss, but you know, when you feed your body perfect nutrition and you give your body nutrition at a cellular level, now your body is not starving for nutrition and it will actually release the toxins through weight. Skincare, we talked about this. You know, I've had acne until I was 45 years old. My brother had debilitating acne. It's very devastating on a person to have that kind of acne. And our skincare lines can really help you with that. It's a $135 billion industry. Personal care, we talked about this, $250 billion. But we can take all of these lines that we have and you can work from your house. Actually, you're working from your cell phone. So I can go to Israel, I can go to Mexico, I can go to Canada, I can go right here across the mountains in my own state, and I can work from my phone. You know, I remember being on the beach with Tammy Malpe in Hawaii, and we worked from our phone from the beach. And that was a glorious occasion because we were making money to pay for our trip while we're on the beach, having a glorious time. So you work from home, but not on your own. And some of you might want to just pay your mortgage payment, like Anthony was talking about, having enough money to make your rent or your mortgage. How about a new house? You know, you might not own a house, you might just rent a house. How about if you want to buy a house? Or maybe you have somebody in your life, or you yourself have a student loan and you want to pay the student loans, or you need an emergency fund. Or what about investments? Now you can invest in your own company. I had a friend I was talking to last night, late on the phone, and he's in the business, and he said, do you know that I'm an owner of a $500 million company? And I said, yes, and I am too. Because that's the truth. We can own in our own company. And when you can invest in your own company, that makes you feel better because you know that you are the trajectory of the future of that company. So here's what we do. Our goal is to help you create and share your own experience. And it's quite simple, just like Michelle and Anthony talked about. It's really just sharing with our friends. We help people by sharing. And you do that anyway, right? In your own life. So, you know, a guy might like a fast car, and he might like, you know, maybe it's a Mustang, and he wants to race that car and go fast. So he's going to tell his buddies about it. Or maybe it's a new video game, or maybe it's a book, or maybe it's a movie. But do the companies themselves give you a referral fee or commission for bringing your friends along? They don't. I know when I tell my girlfriends about my new shoes, they go to the store and buy some shoes, and maybe they buy lots of shoes, but that shoe store does not give them a commission. And so what we do is when we create and share our own experience, we're creating our own testimony. And that way we can share it with other people. We link arms with them. So if you share with 4 people, it's awesome because they're going to do the same thing. So it's a principle of multiplication. And so most of the time, if you keep sharing, you keep linking arms with other people, you're going to have thousands of people on your team. They might be customers that just love our great products. They might be reps that actually, send a few links out and share a little bit. And it might be somebody like Anthony or Michelle who sees a big vision and they want to move forward and they want to make some real money to change their life. And they do it in the pockets of their life. So I love that. And this is the perfect timing, folks, because you're in the right place at the right time. And the growth that we've had worldwide, oh my gosh. Right now, we have been named number 35 in 2020 as the top direct selling companies in the entire world. But we are headed right now. We are headed for the top. Our goal is to be the number one in our industry. And I believe we're going to get there. And we have global sales, 230 million is what we finished out 2019. But in July of this year, we became a $500 million company. That's $500 million, folks. And you can have a piece of that. You can own a piece of that in your own business. So our future growth is so incredible. The vision that our leaders have, and you know that leaders are one of the most important things that you can look for when you're looking for a business. The integrity of these men and women who lead our company is so high, I can't even believe it. It's almost unbelievable, but I've met them myself. They've helped me themselves. They're there for me when I need them. And so I'm telling you, these people are top notch, top of the line. And the future growth right now, this is where we are. We are right in the middle here. We are in momentum. And you want to join a company that's in momentum because it's growing and it's growing quickly. And those people that get in during momentum, those are the people that are going to make the most amount of money and help the most amount of people and see the biggest difference in their life. And the trajectory right now is in 3 years to be a $3 billion company. And we are headed that way fast. So you want to get on this train. We have global markets all over the world. All these little dots on this map here, you see, we have actual offices in those countries, but we have grown over the last few months. We've grown. Now we have offices and markets in 75 different nations. So you might know somebody in Australia. You might know somebody in Russia. You might know somebody in Canada or Mexico or even in a state across the United States where you can actually share with them. I'm in talks right now with a young man from Florida. I don't really know this man, but I reached out to him on Facebook through a suggestion that Anthony Moreland made, through making someone feel better by wishing them a happy birthday. And you know, he's very interested. And so we're going to be talking later today because, you know, entrepreneurs at heart have the mindset to open their mind and look and take a look. And so that's what you want to capitalize on. What is it that they're looking for? Are they looking for better health, better community, more money? We have a massive reach, and ownership means lots of dollars for you because we have stock options. So you can purchase stock in our company because we're public. New Age ARIIX is public. And you want to become an owner because this stock over time is going to increase more and more. So how do you get started? You get started by getting with the person that brought you here. You pick a pack of products that would be sufficient for you, that would be for your own transformation, because we're not asking you to fill your garage or fill your spare bedroom with extra products. We want you to try the products that are going to be great for you and your transformation. And so we want you to take a look at the products. That person is going to help you decide which products are going to be best for your life or your family. And then you start consuming those products, and then you're just going to naturally, you're going to share the results. So we do succeed as a team. And you know, Anthony and Michelle both talked about this, but I want to read this little quote. And this is by Andrew Carnegie. Teamwork is the ability to work together towards a common vision, the ability to direct individual compliments towards organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Isn't that awesome? I love that. So we're ARIIX and we want you to join us. So I am just asking you, if this is something that just has flared up a little spark inside of you, get back to the person that brought you here, because we are growing very fast and you want to jump on this train. You want to jump on this train to South Africa. I'm going. You want to jump on this train to Australia. You want to jump on this train all across North America, because all across the world we're growing, and you'll want a little piece of that, whether it's in your health, in your finances, or in your extended community of people. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Let's do this together. Let's link arms and let's make this world a better place, one person at a time. All right? Thanks so much for joining us today. Everybody, I hope you have a fabulous Thursday, and we will see you next week, same time, same place. Take care, everyone.